Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. We've got a budget brew and historic based around this new card from Modern Horizons 3, Basking Broodscale, which is a 2-mana 2/2 with Devoid and Adapt for 2 mana. Most importantly, it says whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on it, you can create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature with sacrifice the creature to add a colorless. Now, this card goes infinite with the equipment Ghost Lantern, which is a 1-mana equipment. It has an instant, it's an adventure, so you can return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. But most importantly, it has when you equip to a creature, whenever a creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature. Now, the way that this works is if you equip the Basking Broodscale with the Ghost Lantern, and you adapt it, it will create a 0/1 spawn creature token, which you can then sacrifice to then trigger the Ghost Lantern's ability to put a +1/+1 counter on it, which will then create another spawn token, which you can then sacrifice to put a +1/+1 counter on it, which creates another spawn token. So you get the idea. It goes infinite. And you can actually do this as early as turn 3. You can play a turn 1 Ghost Lantern, turn 2 Broodscale, turn 3 equip, adapt, and attack for infinite damage and create infinite colorless mana on turn 3 if they don't disrupt it. So that's the idea of the deck, is built around that combo. And since these are both, this is an uncommon and this is a common, I thought I'd just make this deck into a budget deck as much as I could. So 0 rares in this deck in historic. The other cards that kind of combo with this, because every time you go through this loop, you're sacrificing a creature. I thought we could play Blood Artist, which says whenever a creature dies, it drains the opponent, as well as the new Marionette Apprentice, which is the same whenever a creature or an artifact you control dies, the opponent loses 1 life, and the Zulaport Cutthroat, which does the same. So we have a bunch of these effects in here, 9 different creatures that work with this combo, so you don't have to attack with this. If they have a blocker, this will just directly do infinite damage to the opponent, and you will gain infinite life. We also have the Prosperous Innkeeper, which is a nice one, which can gain you some life. It creates a treasure. It can also get you infinite life with this combo as well. So that is one way to sort of win the game. Some opponents will scoop to infinite life. And the tutors we have in the deck to find the combo are Assemble a Team, which is 2 mana to search the top third of your library. So most likely you're going to find the Broodscale or the Lantern, or if not those, you can find the Grim Servant, which is another new one from Modern Horizons 3, which is a 4-mana 3/2 menace. It enters the battlefield, search your library for a card with mana value less than or equal to your devotion to black. Reveal it, lose 3 life. So this is a nice one because it can find, by itself it has devotion for 1, so it can find the Ghost Lantern. If you have the Ghost Lantern out on the battlefield or any of these creatures here, you can search for anything that costs 2. So you can also find the Broodscale or just anything in your entire deck basically can search for. So a pretty useful tutor that is an uncommon. So I thought I'd play with that. And then the other cards in the deck, we have the the Deep-Cavern Bat, which looks at the opponent's hand, so a little bit of disruption. You really need to make sure that they don't have the removal to interrupt your combo. So that's why the Deep-Cavern Bat is in the deck. The Ghost Lantern kind of serves as a nice purpose of, if that you do play out the Basking Broodscale and they kill it, you can get it back with the Ghost Lantern. So that's pretty useful, actually, the instant adventure part. And then some removal, Fatal Push, a little bit of mana acceleration with Elvish Mystic. And then this dual land Revitalizing Repast actually is useful, mostly just for an uncommon dual land, but the +1/+1 counter and Indestructible can both prevent or protect your creatures, but it can also start this combo for 1 less mana than the 2 mana adapt. So that could be useful in some situations where you're 1 mana short of going off. You can, if you just only had 2 mana available, you can equip for 1 and then cast this for 1. And then, so say you only had 4 mana in a turn, you played out the Marionette Apprentice, equipped for 1, and cast this here to start the combo. So you could do that as well. Mana base, mana base is the hardest with budget decks, but Jungle Hollow to gain us some life and a dual land, and then trying out some of these kind of fetch lands. They work with the Fatal Push a little bit to be able to enable Revolt, so there's that, but not the best selection of lands. This can be a dual land as well, typically. So that is the deck. Let's jump into some games and see if we can go infinite with this Budget Brew and Historic. All right, Budget Broodscale combo with the combo in hand. So I'm gonna keep this one. Tap lands. And there's an Esper Sentinel. Lead on tap land. So we can just kind of play out our guys here. See what they're up to. Not too threatened by this, but it looks like a human list, most likely. So maybe just save this Fatal Push for a better target. Not a lot of removal in the human list, so we can probably just play these out. A total of 4 mana to play, equip, and adapt on the Broodscale, but it's okay. Opponent is timing out. Oh, nope. Can't cast spells from anywhere other than the hands. Well, I wasn't really planning on casting spells from anywhere other than my hand, so that is fine. Let me just lead with a Blood Artist, just to see if they have removal. They may use it on here, which may be a bit better for us, but we'll see. So we can go down to 18. Well, yeah. That makes lands, creatures, and lands enter the battlefield tapped. Yep, okay. So happy to play this. I could also play Fatal Push on something here if I wanted to. Not sure if that matters too much. I think just playing this out, and then next turn you can play equip and well, it's a close call because we can use this to start this combo too. So we could actually just play the Lantern while holding this from any removal. Also hold this up for Indestructible. That's another option. But let's just play it out here and play out the tap land. Say go. A bit risky, but this definitely sets us up for next turn. Oh, okay. Well, Spellbinder makes me kind of glad I did, in fact. Oh, wow, they don't see the combo, do they? No. They do not see the combo. Okay. Well, that's fine. So, we can play out the forest, play the Lantern, Klein, go ahead and draw, doesn't matter, whip here, activate, take action. There's a lot of clicks. This doesn't matter if they come into play tapped or not, but yeah, this is infinite here. Yep. Lots of clicks. But hopefully they will concede to this. Yep. Here we go. Feel free to get some popcorn during this part of the video. But yeah, they've got to see that this is infinite. Or maybe they'll just salt. Let's see. Done. Use the space bar here. Makes it a little faster. Take action. Sacrifice. Space bar. There we go. Alright. Good game. On to the next one. Alright. Basking Broodscale combo. And looks fine. Got a dual land, so that's good for our colors, and then try to assemble a team up against Gigantha, so maybe wizards of some kind, or we'll see. So we'll probably go tap land, turn 2, maybe Innkeeper, see what we draw, because sometimes we want to wait on the assemble to see which piece of the combo you're needing. And then go from there. But yeah, the Innkeeper's a nice one to lead on because it gives you the treasure, and then every subsequent creature will get you some life, which can be good against aggro. Alright. So yeah, we'll lead on this Innkeeper against a red-white, maybe the energy list or some kind. We'll see. Alright, and just pass. I'm gonna hold on to the treasure for next turn. We'll go assemble. Ooh, it's gonna go face with play with fire. Okay. Respectable. Alright, no land there, huh? So let's assemble and try to just find the combo here, I think. Actually, maybe I'll just play out my guys. Change my mind. I think we'll just play out the guys, and then because we can wait one turn in case we draw one other piece of the combo. We'll see. It gives us a little slightly better chance, but they are okay. So some sort of burn list. Sure. I think they must have been looking for a land with the play with fire scry. And they found something here, so there's that. I think I'm gonna assemble. Go for the Deep-Cavern Bat. I think I want to get the Ghost Lantern because that can get something back as well. Although the Basking, just a threat, but I think that's probably the play here. Go for the Ghost Lantern and play the Blood Artist here as well. Gain some life. And attack. Alright. So we'll go for our backup plan, which is just playing out a bunch of dudes. They got a lot of removal though. Alright. Now they're up to 3 lands. Ooh, there's Flage. Yep. Lot of removal. There's a Fatal Push. So yeah, we'll use the return creature and get back maybe the Cutthroat, the Innkeeper. We'll go for the Cutthroat. just because it's got a little bit of power and toughness on it. And play our land. Can't play. Oh, we could play and equip this. Is that right? Yeah, maybe that is worth it just to put a counter on something if something else dies. Although maybe we want to hold the treasure for the fatal push. Yeah, might be a better idea. Just in case they can get the Flage back at some point. Yep, another one. Sure. So much removal. Alright, my turn. There's an apprentice. Okay, we're gonna play Ghost Lantern. Play the apprentice. Make a servo. And then equip. Probably the Landwear. The Elvish Mystic. And attack with it. Alright, so we just need a Basking Broodscale to win here. They are up to... Okay, there's a Ferocitron, so good thing we saved this fatal push here. Oh, that's another one. So we'll allow them to bring this back. Let's see, 5 others. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe it's better to just wait on this fatal push. Hard to say, because putting another card in their grave is pretty bad. Yeah. Let's just go past turn here. Don't want to let them just get this back here. So we just need anything, any tutor. Got a bunch of tutors we could draw. Ooh, Showdown of the Skulls, interesting. Okay. And give them... Whoa. A lot of Ferocitons, okay. Sure. Okay. There's an Innkeeper. Not going to do too much. Just going to take 1 from it, but I'm just going to play it out. It'll give us another treasure. And... yeah, just trying to protect my Marionette mostly here. I mean, could take this out and it swing for 3. Is that useful here? Hard to say, hard to say. I still think it's better to not hold back. Another Ferocitron. Okay. Does one for another creature. Yeah, does 1 damage. So that's like a little bit bad for us, but let's see. Okay. They're down to 13. I'm gonna Bone Crusher Giant that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Put a counter there. Could, yeah, I mean, we take these out and swing for. I guess we could have used these just to do some damage to them as well. But, ooh, okay, well, let's get something back. Get the Marionette Apprentice back, or probably the Apprentice is the best here. And just play it out. Yep, can't gain life, but yep, gonna take a few points here. And go for the servo, I think. Take a few more points here. But yeah, so play out the lantern. They're at 12. Still could take these out and swing for 4. I'm not sure if that would be useful. I would put them at 8, and then this would do a few more damage to them. Then they could get the flages back, which is, I'm still just worried about that. So let's just pass. I guess they can get it back now that this is in the graveyard. But we will have to answer the flage. Okay, there's a shock. Sure. Alright, pump up that mystic. An attack, interesting. Could throw everything in front of it. They have a bone crusher up though. So could also just take it out with a fatal push. It depends on what we want to do. I think it's okay to just to fatal push it now. Alright, still looking for our Basking Broodscale. Yep, there's Flage, sure. Showdown, yep. Going to take out the Mystic. Yep, that's fine. Alright. Nothing to do there. They're going to go down to 10. My turn. Ooh, okay. That will search up the Basking. That's useful. Yep, I'm going to take the damage here. But that won't... Fortunately, I could search up another lantern. I'm trying to think if there's anything better. I think I have to do this, really. Yeah. And we really have to... So this kind of shuts off our combo here, fortunately. Let's equip this to, I guess, a servo? Okay. Pass here. Now that we have 2 of these, actually maybe we should have equipped here. But let's see. Oh no. I need to do this beginning of combat. It's targeting that. Well, nothing I can do about this now. Prevents them from gaining life, that's true. Well, we could kind of risk it, and because this already happened, we can Fatal Push the Ferocodon and then hope to just gain infinite life next turn. Sure, let's go for that. We'll go for it. And I think we just take... down to 10. We'll see what they got, but hopefully just like tap out for like a Bone Crusher Giant or something. Ooh. Maybe they have enough burn to get me. Do they? They also will, okay. See if they have anything here. If they don't, then I think I win. Looks like they have something. They didn't respond to that, though. So... I'd equip. No. Okay. Try to adapt. Oh, no. So close. So close. Well, that should probably do it. Unless, I guess we could jump block and hope to draw something. It's on the Innkeeper. Jump block and hope to draw another one. Oop. And let's see. I mean, going to 1 versus going to... If they have any sort of damage spell, then it doesn't really matter. Alright. Good game. Close one. Alright, Basking Broodscale, infinite combo, and got it in the opener. So, give it a keep. Maybe just play out the lantern here, just so this will threaten a turn 3 if we are lucky. Draw an untapped land. We could do that. Up. Okay. Crystal Grotto. And because we have 2 of these, I think I'll just throw them out there. So if we draw an untapped land, this will be... Ooh, yes. Excellent, excellent. This will be it. Nice. Take action, sacrifice the spawn. Take action, sacrifice the spawn. It's a turn 3. Who needs rares in your deck when you can turn 3 infinite damage? Oh, should not take too long. Also infinite mana. Colorless mana. Alright. Keep going. 12, 12. 13, 13. Sort of the Pauper All-Star combo. Alright, got there. On to the next one. Alright, Basking, Infinite Combo, Budget Deck, in Historic. I'll keep this. Got some assembles. Use of removal. Opponent on Swamp. Let's see what they got. I got some Marionette Apprentice. Zulaport Cutthroat. Ooh. They're just going for the mill plan. That's interesting. Okay. So, in that case, I'm just trying to assemble the combo as fast as possible here. The Ghost Lantern is pretty good because I can get back the other piece here. Although we have 2 assembles, so it doesn't matter too much. What's the best, fastest way to do this? Maybe assemble just to try to make a huge guy as fast as possible. Or just hope to draw into it. That's another option. I think we're just going to go assemble. Find. Well, no basking here, so we'll get the lantern. Which can then get back our basking. But they may also have removal here. Down to 31 cards. Drew that. What's the plan again? Maybe just do the Ghost Lantern thing. We only have 1 black source though, so that's unfortunate. So we could do Elvish Mystic here. And then try to assemble for the other piece. Or yeah, maybe. Or play the or just Ghost Lantern for it. It probably is better. Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, well this will let us maybe assemble it in 2 turns from now. But we'll see how fast of a clock. Oh, they fatal push my health. Okay, that's probably good for us that they're using their removal on something else. Okay, no mill spell. Yeah, I mean, it's a little weary. Play out the land. I think just play it out and play out the apprentice here. Only have 1 black source right now. So actually maybe just play yeah, we'll just play it out. Play out the lantern. Gotta get it down. And then probably play out the Broodscale and then hold up the fetch here. I'm just gonna try to use my mana as efficiently as I can. Then kind of go for it next turn. Yeah, no reason to equip it right now unless, well, it's 2 mana to. Well, actually, I'll equip it now because it's 2 mana to activate and then 2 mana to play one of these. So we'll try that. Okay, There goes the Broodscale. Unfortunate. So we're trying to have to assemble for another one. There's a Ruin Crab. Or we can just Grim Servant for another one. That's fine. Although, no, we'll just assemble for another one because that way we can play it out. $29 cards. Could have a counterspell, I guess. Oh, they do. Okay. Okay, well, fortunately, in turn here, can't play anything because of the land here. But I'm gonna mill us a little bit. Let's just use this, make sure there's still a swamp left in the list. Yeah, there's a Broodscale that got milled. But I think we will Fatal Push on the crab. And now let's just use this. Don't quite have the mana, so this will find us another Broodscale. Unless it gets countered. Wow, okay. A lot of counter spells. Yeah, let's play as a land. We have enough things to do with our mana here. Ooh, another glimpse, okay. Puts us down to 14 cards. This is mills for 4. Alright, well, we're just gonna play out our guys. This is whenever another creature you control. Yep. So just gotta hope they don't draw anything here. They just draw a bunch of lands. And we'll just make a servo. Play out our Cutthroat. Close game. Yep. We're down to 9 cards. Any mill spell will probably get us here. Ooh. Okay, Rune Crab. I guess we just have to attack and play out everything. I don't know if they have any sweepers here, but we'll play out everything we got. Oh yeah, that drains them for 1 when an artifact dies. Okay. Okay, down to 17. And looks like they got it. Yep. All right. Oh. The game. All right, welcome back to the wrap up. Thanks for watching today. We had a fun one built around Basking Broodscale and Ghost Lantern Infinite Combo. This was a budget build, and I wanted to show a little bit of how I might upgrade it, mostly just in the mana base. The mana bases are tough with budget lists, but if you have any of the rare sort of dual lands with green-black dual lands, I would definitely recommend the Blooming Marsh and Pathways and the Overgrown Tomb. If you have those, definitely add them to the deck instead of the Jungle Hollow and the Landscape and some of the basics. So as many dual lands as you can that come into play potentially untapped would be really helpful for this deck. I think I'd play a few Inquisition of Kozilek. Those are rare, but those would be pretty good to add just because you probably want some more discard, some ways to protect your combo and disrupt your opponent. I'm not sure if you need the full like 9 of these effects, so maybe you could just cut the other Blood Artists in the list for some Inquisitions. Other than that, I think the deck worked pretty well. There's another equipment that is pretty similar to the Ghost Lantern, the Tarrian Soulcleaver, but it does cost 2 to equip, so it's a little worse. But if you wanted a bit more redundancy in this combo, you could play a few of these, maybe just one because it's legendary as well, and add that to the list. So those are some ideas. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the deck, any other cards you might add or tweak. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks so much, and hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.